Hello everybody, welcome back to scene 47 of the P2 London Ally Better Together series. Today it is our first of two trips to Talladega Super Speedway. It'll be a 70 lap race with the stages ending on laps 15 and 40. It should be an exciting race here today at the big track at Talladega, and again, like I said, it's the first of two races. The second one will be during the playoffs. We're back to good old super speedway racing, and it'll be a lot of fun to see who's going to win this one as defending series champion Ryan Durante leads the field to the green. Seen a lot of drama at Talladega, so will we see more action among the veterans, or will we see a first-time winner here today? There's the pace car to pit road, and here they come. They're going to make the long way to the start-finish line. It is wild and wacky track known as Talladega Super Speedway. And we are back to the green, and here we go. Talladega is underway. Ryan Durante, Mitchell Anderson right now in front on the front row. Saw the 8 car starting on the outside. I don't know what that was about. I don't know why the 8 car started on the outside like that. But Durante and the 6 car right now, they're even currently. Here comes Harukin Kolunglu, gonna go for the lead now. He's gonna take it. Gets the draft on the first lap and is gonna be your leader. Here comes Hayden Stringer, the 78 car, running a part-time schedule. We've had a part-time winner this season, by the way, and that was Cassidy Reynolds when he won at Mexico City. So Hayden Stringer looking to be just the second part-time driver to win this season. I don't even know if that's ever happened before, of having two part-timers win a race. There we go on three-wide battle now with the 54 of Connor Breton. Right in the middle in the 99 Ian Chavez. All three wide racing already. Oh, they're not wasting any time here. One mistake though could cause the big one. Chavez leading the race, and here comes John Andrews into the lead. It's going to be a game of who's going to be the leader first. It's going to be like game of carousel now. It's going to be like a carousel with different leaders almost every lap. But John Andrews has got a little bit of an advantage. He's got a little bit of a little draft on in front from the 43 car. Trying to pull away already, but can't pull away a track like this. And now 24, Clark McKee is now in second place. Oh, McKee tries to get the draft on the bottom. He's trying to go for the lead. Man, he was moving swiftly to try to get that bottom lane. He take the lead, and there he is. He's the leader now. What a swift move by the 24. 4 car now to the bottom. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. inside the top 5 now. Clark McKee a little bit of a push now. A little bit of a gap. Little gap between everyone else, but will he pull away now? And he's not going to, because the other cars are right behind him. Be a 15 lap first stage here at Talladega Super Speedway. And we'll see how these guys are going to be able to hang on. He gets a little bit of draft, and for the first time today, we have a driver leading more than one lap here at Talladega. The 8 car, after a little bit of a slightly bizarre start on the outside, he's into second, and now the lead is now the second spot's gonna go to Chris Leone. And Zachary Fitzwater has moved on the outside now. And they're staying 3 wide, surprisingly. Some of them have gone 4 wide now. Now they're going 4 wide. Oh, 4 wide might not be enough room for it. So, oh boy. Four wide is cutting it too close. Going forward is a bit too close. Cars are starting to get loose now. Oh, they're getting really antsy now. And it's just the 6th lap of the race. And they're wasting no time trying to make moves. They know they have to get to that run. They have to get to the lead. Got to get that lead early on to get the momentum in their favor. Still 4 wide where Fitzwater's on the outside. Clark McKee's been able to hang on to the lead for more than 3 laps now. But this pack, well, it might be a matter of time before this pack gets into the big one. They're not very careful. Somehow able to continue the race, able to keep going. But every lap inches them closer to causing a big crash. And now we have a new leader for the first time in a few laps. The 7, Chris Leon, has taken the lead. And Leon was our winner last week at Texas. And now another 4 wide battle. Fitzwater moving on to the outside. Not near the wall, but he's right down in the middle between the outside and inside. He's between Allison Rain now in the 48. Just trying to squeeze on by, trying to make something happen in this stage. It looks like the 62, the other part-time entry this season, is going to be the leader. It's Avi Sachs. Both Avi Sachs and Hayden Stringer are running part-time cars this season. And Sachs in the 62 is your leader. Well, he's no stranger to these types of tracks. He's won several times here at Talladega in his long career, dating back from, I think, the very first season of this series. He's been around for almost that time, for as long as, well, he's been around for, wow, for many years. Avi Sachs has accumulated many wins under his belt. So he's going to win another one here this season. I think he won one time as a part-timer at Talladega. So he has done this many times before. Here comes the 11, Samad Oskan. There, and he is now your new leader. The 11 is now the leader. And we're just about 6-7 laps to go in stage 1. So it's going to be a lot of shuffling here, especially with the pack at the front. Going to be a lot of shuffling, mixing and mixing and matching. 47 in the middle now. Voiles in the middle now. Rain also. And here comes 20 Matt Hunter. And Connor Breen's in the middle too. I mean in the bottom. But man, those cars are really bunched up close. They were bunched up very close one time. And really got to be careful here not to bunch up like all over the place. Now they're full wide again near the end of stage 1. Look at that. Look at how much. Look at the, like, there's like 6 rows of 4 wide racing going on right now. Oh boy, this is really tight. Very close now. They want to get to the bottom lane. But there's only so many cars you can fit on that bottom line. Everybody wants the bottom lane. 45 in the middle now with a 43. And we have a new leader in Harukin Kolongu. He retook the lead, by the way, in the last lap. But our eyes are focused in the middle because it could happen. It could happen any time that these guys could wreck each other. With the way they've been running here today. Almost 3-4 wide down the middle. 45 goes in the middle. Samad Oskan was on the outside. He's near the wall now. But he did lead a lap in this race. They're all moving down the bottom lane now trying to get that run. And the 17 is now the leader again with John Andrews. And guess what? His teammate going to battle with the lead on 1-2 right now with the same team. You don't get that very often in races like these. And Priya McShane is right now dead last, and right now not in the draft. But it looks like he might be trying to get into the draft right here. 12. Now McShane in the 2 trying to get into the draft after just being off there for a couple laps. Just a few more laps here in stage number 1. Just the first stage, and I think they're evaluating what they need to do to get to the front and get those points. Try to survive and maybe not get into the big one. And a battle for the lead here with Clint Buchanan and the 19 of Giovanni Castillo. Both are running with Bass Pro Shops. And I don't know if we've ever had a sponsor 1-2 in a race before. Just a thought. It's both Buchanan and the 19 Castillo are running with Bass Pro Shops colors. So just a thought. They could finish 1-2, and I think it might be the first time we see the same sponsor have a 1-2 finish with 2 different teams. Don't think that's ever happened before. But the 38 Nick Salmondo is going to be the leader now, so really it's a moot point right now, but just a thought. Here comes the 14. 14 is driven by Quinton Moore. And we'll see who will be the leader at the end of stage 1, and if they'll keep it together. To this stage, but if they get a caution on this lap, that's when stage 1 will end under the yellow. And they'll take the results from when they cross the start-finish line to take the caution, and that'll be the stage 1 results. If that happens, but right now they're keeping it together somehow. Had many instances of the drivers going 4 wide, but yet somehow they were able to keep it together. I'm not sure if that's going to hold true when we get to the next 2 stages. I mean, near the end of the race, they're going to start to make moves. Here we go on the last lap of stage number 1, and Quinton Moore just took the lead. In the last lap of the first stage, will they keep it together till the end? And then get the caution break, and then think about their strategies and what they want to do moving forward to try to win the race in the crazy unpredictable track at Talladega Superspeedway. And the race is to the line. Let's see if Quinn can hold on. Here comes Priya McShane. We saw him a couple laps ago in last place, and now he's going to try to take the stage win. Incredible. I think he might just take the stage win. Wait, the 62 though has other plans. He's got draft from the 21. Let's see who's going to get the stage 1 win. Let's see who's going to race it to the line. It looks like stage 1's going to be won by Avi Sachs. What a run on that last corner as Avi Sachs steals the stage here at Talladega. What a start for the 62. That was a big run by the 62, and Avi Sachs was able to hold off the pack and win the first stage. It was called caution free, but the first stage was won by the 62 car Avi Sachs. He was able to hold on for that stage win. Well, it would have earned a playoff point for the stage win, but because he's a part-timer, that playoff point will not be applied for him to be eligible in the playoffs. So at the end, there will not be a playoff point given in this stage here at Talladega. So anyway, that'll be it for stage number 1. And we'll be back with stage number 2. Alrighty guys, welcome back to stage number 2. We had some pit stops during the caution, and Priya McShane came out first off pit road, so the number 2 will lead us back to the green. The 62, who won the first stage, has dropped down to second. Right now, everybody is still in the race, so it could still be anybody that can win here at Talladega. Could be seeing some shuffling going around in the points after this race at a kind of race like Talladega. Here we go. They're going to set up the double file restart. And you can't get any better than that here at a track like this. It's another 20. It's going to be a 20 lap run for a run to the green if they do not wreck, like they kept it clean in stage 1. So if they are clean again like they were in the last stage, it'll be 20 laps. And the last one was 15, and I believe the last one is going to be 25. So this will be a fun race to watch here. If you like super speeder racing, that is. Here we go. Going back to green flag racing. About to get the green. Here we go again. Back to the green at Talladega. Oh, the 62 with a big jump in a car has gone up in smoke. That's the 8 car, Isaiah Bernash. The 8 has gone up in smoke on the restart, and a tough break for that 8 car, and it doesn't look like he's gonna make it on his own power. And yeah, that'll be a caution, so the yellow will have to come out. Another car's in pit road. That's Avi Sachs. Something's gone wrong. The 62, he has a problem. He has a problem. The 62. Something's gone wrong from the lead. Did a tire go down? Oh my goodness. And the 16 Igor Barreto looks like he's going to lead us to the caution. Oh my goodness. 2 cars with issues at the start of stage 2. And Barreto's going to lead us to the caution flag. Oh my goodness. What a start to stage 2. Completely different than what it was in the first stage. Wow, that could have been a disaster. That could have gone worse if Bernash didn't go into below the yellow line when the engine went out on him, or something went out on him. But 2 cars, something went wrong, and the caution came out, so we'll have to take a look at what brought out the yellow. Alrighty guys, let's take a look at what brought out this caution. Isaiah Bernash went up in smoke. Something blew up on him on the restart, and there's the green flag waving. The 8 car was in the middle, like near the back of the pack, and then something goes off on that vehicle, and wisely, thankfully went down below the yellow line before he could slow down any of the other cars. And he's unable to make it down to pit road in his own power, and that's why the yellow had to come out. And a tough break for the 8 of Isaiah Bernash as something goes wrong on the restart. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what happened with Avi Sachs. He was leading the race. He had the better jump than the 2 car, but I don't know what happened after that. Something went off on the 62. I don't know if a tire went down or something, but he took the lead, and right there at that moment, yeah, something just went wrong with the 62. He had to go to the apron. He knew something was wrong, and he went below the apron there before he went to the backstretch. And I'm not sure what happened with that 62. I know something blew up on the 8 car, but the 62 had no smoke behind him, so it's kind of hard to tell what happened with the 62. And a tough break for those 2 drivers. And Avi Sachs, he was hoping to win here today, but it looks like it might not happen. And the 8 car, he definitely won't win here today as well. So that's what brought out the caution, and we're going to get back to the restart. Welcome back to Talladega, and we have some good news and bad news. And the bad news is that Isaiah Bernash is out of the race. It was a piston that went down on him on that restart, and he is out of this race. The good news is that Avi Sachs is still in the race. He has scored 34th, and he didn't lose a lap during that sequence because of the caution. But he'll have to work his way back up again to try to win. And we've seen some comeback stories happen here at this track, so Avi Sachs, no stranger to that. And I know he can make a comeback out of this. Maybe get a good finish, and maybe even get more out of it here today. So it's the first time we've had a natural caution occur in this race, but might not be the last. As we're coming to the green flag, it's going to be almost the same green flag run as we had in stage 1, if we stay clean, that is, in this stage. But anyway, green flag is in the air. Oh man, the 4 car with a better jump than the 16. The bottom line has been struggling on the restarts. And Zachary Fitzwater pulls out to the early lead. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., I should say, pulls out to the early lead. Look at them, two teammates, both running in the top 5 with Dylan Ebrahimian and Igor Barreto. Well, Ebrahimian was trying to help out the 16, but he's in the middle now. He's got pushed to the middle. It looks like he's not going to be able to draft him. James Richardson goes to second and is trying to get to the lead. The 16 was trying to block him, but he could not do it. And 43 gets an opening. 43 gets an opening to the bottom. Can he make it stick? Can he make the pass stick? He does. And he's now the leader. And James Richardson is out in front. And Ronald Maravilla is drafting behind him. Oh, Matt Gomes went off to a terrible start, and now he's really behind off the pace. Matt Gomes off to a terrible start off the pace you saw there. That was the yellow car that's trailing the pack of cars. And we'll see if he can catch up. Maravilla drafting with the 43. Meanwhile, 41 Casey Hoyt. He's won here twice, I think. I believe he won here twice, so he's no stranger to this track. Casey Hoyt won here twice. He's trying to win another one. He's in the top 5. Oh man, he's trying to pounce here. He's trying to find a way to pounce to take that win away, and he was going to try. He's going to try to make something happen. At 34, really is trailing behind. I'm not sure what was going on with him, but he's going to try to catch up. He's probably going to have to wait for another caution to catch up. 4-wide battle in the middle. This is going to get intense. Somehow they were 4 wide most of the time in stage 1. They didn't wreck each other, but not sure if they're gonna be able to last much longer racing like this. I mean, something's bound to happen. Seen Daytona be a big race with a handful of wrecks. These guys being aggressive right out of the gate, but it didn't pay off for them, and they got caught up in some big wrecks. Oh, look at the teammates battling it out with the 7 and 71, but the 23 is going to get by both of them. Rowe gets by both of them. Here comes Michelle Anderson. Here comes Giovanni Castillo. Tense battle here. 4 wide again for second place. And somehow kept it together, and those two teammates are running in the top 5 with Edith Cardoza and Nilson Herrera. And now Cardoza goes for the lead. Skylar Taylor moves up into the lead too, and 3 wide. They're 3 wide now. And now the 42 is out in front, but the 38 though is going to get the draft from the 10, and he is going to try to clear them. At least he led that lap. Nick Salmon led the last lap. And now here comes Harukin again. Harukin has been mostly in the front somehow in a track like this. Here comes Allison Rain and Clint Buchanan all trying to get on the board to win this season. A win might be a win is very important for them to keep their title hopes alive. But only 12 of the best winners will get into the playoffs, as we see a car getting spun around and getting up in smoke, and Zachary Fitzwater was taken out. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, that was crazy. Somebody went up in smoke. They'd have to throw the caution out. Oh boy, 47, I think that's Daniel Voiles that went up in smoke. And he collided with the 4 Zachary Fitzwater Sr. And that'll bring out the caution again. And we'll have to take a look at what caused this mess. Alright, let's take another look at the 47 car because he went up in smoke. Something goes wrong with that machine while he was battling inside the top 10. And right there, something goes off on that 47. Tried to get onto pit road, but he was blocked by many cars, and then he went right into the 4 car trying to get into the pits. And the 4 and the 47 spin. And yeah, the 4 was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And the 47 up in smoke makes his way to pit road, but just not the race he needed here for that 14. Yeah, just really bad right now. But the 47 up in smoke, and we'll have to take a look at what went wrong with that car. But the 4 car is a little shaken up, but he'll be okay, and he'll be back onto the track and back to race. So we're going to be back with the conclusion of stage 2. Alright, back to the green again, and we just got word that the 47 is also out of the race. It was a header problem that did him in. So the 47 is out along with the 8 car. I believe the 62, what happened was a tire went down or something. That's probably most likely what happened, what caused him to go to the pits during the last caution when he and Isaiah Bernesh had an issue at the start of the restart in stage 2. But now we're going back to the green, and by the way, many cars pitted, but the front row did not. It includes Harukin and Matt Gomes. We saw Matt Gomes being very slow on the start of stage 2, so if he doesn't get up to speed, then this could cause trouble here on the restart. We'll see if he can get the speed going up again, and we are going back to green flag racing once more at Talladega. And there'll be 4 laps remaining in stage number 2. Well, it looks like he's doing a great job. Matt Gomes is able to get up to speed, and so is Harukin, even though he didn't get the jump he wanted. Harukin did not get the jump that he wanted, and now he's going to have to try to catch up now with the draft. But a great turnaround for Matt Gomes, as we saw him earlier being very behind in the pack. See if he can hold on to win stage 2. He stayed out, by the way, I think, with Harukin during the last sequence. So I'm guessing that he's trying to win stage 2 in a bold strategy, but now he's getting passed by the 24 of Clark McKee. There he goes down the bottom. McKee is going to get to the lead. 24 gets the lead away with 3 laps to go in stage number 2. And here comes 78 of Hayden Stringer. It's possible we could see both open entries win a stage. And I don't know if that's ever happened before. Now Stringer is looking to draft with Clark. But he's going to be on the outside, and looks like the 7 is going to get the draft. That's Cullen Francis. There's a 15, by the way. That's Edith Cardoza looking to make her move to the front as well. And Chris Leone sneaks in. He's sneaking in, trying to get to a top 5 finish here in Talladega. Nick Salmon also trying to sneak his way in. Nick Salmon goes to 2nd, and Michelle Anderson goes to 3rd. Ooh, just nearly trying to block. But now Salmon, though, is on the outside, and he might lose the position to Michelle Anderson. One of the rookies in the field. Let's see if he can get it. We'll see if he can get his first win here today at Talladega. Here comes McKee trying to block. Clark McKee tries to block. Oh, 41 trying to block that 20, but the 20 finds a lane to get around. And now on the last lap, stage 2. 24 tries to hang on. 4 wide behind him for 3rd. Anderson trying to find a way around the 24 to win the stage. This would be huge if he's in. If McKee wins the stage here, 24 is doing everything he can to block. They're racing back for the call to the line in the end of stage 2. Let's see if the 6 has one more shot at him, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. But the 24 Clark McKee is able to win stage 2 in the 24 car. A big stage win for that team. So stage 2 is going to go to Clark McKee. Picks up the stage win, but will he pick up the race win? About to find out when we head to stage 3, the final stage here at Talladega. Alrighty guys, here we go, the beginning of the final stage here at Talladega Super Speedway. Clark McKee stays on the front row after pit stops during the caution, but his teammate UZXL will join him on the front row. What a stop for that 5 car during the break, and now he's up to the top 2 with his teammate. We'll see who gets the better jump this time as the green flag waves again at Talladega. And a good start for the 5 car. What a start for that team. They had a great pit stop, put them in the front row, and now they're inside. They're in the lead. Still a long way to go in this race, though. In the final 25 laps here at Talladega. It's going to be good here. These 25 laps are going to be they're going to be a battle. Here comes the 99. That's Ian Chavez. Chavez moves up to 3rd now. He's trying to be the first driver to win 2 races this season. And now Clark McKee is going to battle his teammate. We have not seen a win from Hendrick yet this season. Will one of these two be able to break through for Hendrick? Here's another Hendrick car inside the top 10. Allison Rain. She's moved up to the front again. Now she's trying to go for a top 5. There's Dylan Abrahamian. 31 car for the lead. John Andrews sneaking his way in. 3 wide. Can he clear? As UZXL goes on the outside. And now the 17, John Andrews, leads the race. Back to the 3 wide, 4 wide battle again. And here comes Matt Gomes. I mean, earlier in stage 2, he struggled to find the speed. But now he's back in front. One car, now the other yellow car that's slow is the 22. That's JP Lataro. Very slow off the pace. And he's losing the draft. He's trying to get back to the draft. It's going to be real tough since he's way, way behind. But here comes Casey Hoyt, the master of super speedways. I mean, I think 3 of his 4 career wins have come at super speedways. Here comes the 12. That's Chris Leone. Chris Leone has taken the lead from the 41. And now Chris Leone's the only one of the 3 cars of Penske to have not won this season. The 12 is trying to join teammates JP Lataro and Priya McShane among the winners this season. 12 team is the only one of the Penske Big 3 that have not won. Here comes Nick Salmon. Salmon already has a win earlier this season. I believe his win came at Bristol. So he'll be the first to win twice in season 47. Or will we see Igor Barreto take the checkers? Barreto is in 2nd place. Barreto looking to win for the first time in a long time. He's had a handful of wins to his name, but hasn't won in a while. So Barreto's trying to end the winless drought. And here comes Nilson Herrera, though. Herrera, I don't think, has ever won in this series, and he competed last season as a rookie. Will today be the day that he wins? And look at that, Avi Sachs has made a comeback. The 62 we saw early in stage 2 had a tire go down. He has got back up, and now he's competing for the lead again. $20 to go when they hit the stripe. Who's going to be the lucky one out in front on the final laps? Ronald Marvila, third, and now second place to Durrani on the pole. Durrani was the pole setter in this race. There's Cullen Francis, winner of last week's race at Texas. Looking to go back to back. And Edith Cardoza has been in the front most of the day. Will she be one of the few female drivers to win here at Talladega? 71, Marvila down below, into the lead. Cardoza getting the draft on the 71 car. There's Edith Cardoza in second place now. She's trying to make a move on Marvila, trying to get around the fifth 71. Will there be enough time? Will there be some draft? A car just stalled. That's Chris Leone. And we just talked about him. He was the only one of the Penske cars to have not won this season. And now the caution will have to come out. The 12 just stalled out. Something goes wrong. Oh, and they'll race back to the line here with less than 20 to go. 99 to the bottom he goes. And here comes Chavez. They try to take second before they race back to the line. Maybe try to get the lead before they take the caution. But it looks like the 71's going to hang on. And it looks like Marvila is going to hang on to lead to the caution flag. And now we're going to have to take a look at what brought out this caution. Alright, let's take a look at the 12 Eagle Beretta, who is at the wall. And I'm not sure if a tire went down or something. But the 12 car just goes very slow after he exited turn 2. Went to the apron, and I'm not sure what happened. Not sure if he cut a tire or an engine goes down or what. But it's very slow on the track. He couldn't even make it to pit road by himself. Oh, a tough break for the 12 team. The only other, and I mentioned this before, but I will say again, he's the only Penske driver so far to remain winless. And looks like that's going to continue. But next week, though, is going to be Dover, I believe. So I think they've had some success at Dover. So we'll have to see if they'll turn it around next week. But the 12 car stalls and brings out the caution. And let's get back to the conclusion of Stage 3. Alright, welcome back. And Chris Leone is down 1 lap. So the 12 car is still in the race, but he is going to be a lap down. So definitely not going to be winning this one here, but he is in the back along with the lap cars as he should. Anyway, we're going to come down to the green flag. We're going to have 14 laps to go. So this final dash will be an important one to see who's going to be the one out in front. We've seen some pretty crazy finishes before at Talladega. Are we going to get another one here today? It's between Juan Marvila and Ian Chavez on the front row. Who will get the better restart? We've seen the outside prevail most of the time. Well, Marvila, though, will be the first on the inside to really make a run for it. These restarts can be unpredictable. Even double fall, they can be unpredictable. So, strap yourselves in. It's going to be a dash to the finish here. Final 14 laps here at Talladega. Who will etch their name among the winners of this great legendary racetrack? We're going back to the green. Chavez is in the middle now. But Marvila is going to stick to the bottom. And there's LJ Latara going down low. He's going to try to take the lead away. LJ Latara, 21. Marvila still hanging on. Mitchell Anderson inside the top 5. And Ian Chavez gets the better run. And the 99 is back in the lead. 99 just took the lead back again from the 71. And here comes the 6, Mitchell Anderson. Here comes the 43. Now the 99 trying to block everywhere, but has to do so 13 laps. We all know how intense these last laps can be. Look at them, they're 4 wide in the middle. Marvilla way outside. 71 nearly into the wall. He is way outside. Chavez hangs on for now. And here comes UZXL in the second. Here comes the 77, Stewie Moore. Stewie Moore, JP, and Ian Chavez, I should say. Chavez and Moore both have won this season. And another driver who's won this season contention is JP Lataro. Inside the top 10 right now. And we have 12 laps to go. And Zachary Fitzwater going to the bottom. Gonna try to make a run for it. And Zachary Fitzwater looking to make a comeback after being involved in a spin earlier in the race involving Daniel Voiles. Matt Hunter down the bottom for second place. And there's Clark McKee inside the top 5. And the 51 is inside the top 10 too. All these drivers all could win this race. They could all be winners here. Clark McKee is now running 11. Is now going to be in the lead with just 11 laps to go. 4 wide of the lead. First time I think we've gone 4 wide. Well, it was brief, but yeah, at one point they were 4 wide for the lead. Now the 51 has gone the lead. And will Herrera hang on? Harukin goes to the bottom. Here comes Matt Gomes. Another 3 wide battle with Matt Gomes at the bottom. He takes it. He's got the lead again. Very surprising that these guys haven't wrecked each other, being so closely packed. But I got to give credit to them. Resisting the urge of making a mistake, causing the big one. But 10 laps to go. You'd love to see a lot of these cars battling it out to try to win this race. Here comes Rowe. Rowe takes the lead. Here comes Rain into the second place she goes. Here comes the 45 though. Durani's going to try to take the lead and Connor Breen's going to draft right behind him. And Durani gets the run. He's got it. He's cleared right now. And we're coming to 9 laps to go. Breathtaking views now of this track and all these drivers all trying to win here. Trying to be among the winners at Talladega. 9 laps to go. Connor Breen takes the lead. And now Nick Sama takes it to second. And Hayden Stringer goes into 3rd place. Stringer down low. He goes to third. He's going to go for second. Hayden Stringer, a former champion in the series, looking to be back in victory lane in the 78. Coming to 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Connor Breen has the advantage right now. Here comes the 9 of Nathan Ormond. Nathan Ormond goes to second place. These guys are running really close to one another. Oh boy. Well, who will be the one that breaks the? Who will be the straw that breaks the camel's back? Now the 9 car to the bottom, and Herrera is getting, and now it's going to be the 9 of Ormond taking the lead. Right behind them, the 42 Skylar Taylor. And now here comes the Lataros right now in the top 5 with LG in front of JP. 7 laps remain. Will they keep the 1-2 brigade going with LG and JP? Then the leader is now Skylar Taylor. Skylar is going to try to hang on for the win. Here comes LG, and the big one is struck! The big one is struck! The 9 car is spun! The 9 car spins! The big one is struck! The big one has happened! They'll race back to the line! And the 21 is going to hang on to the lead under the caution. The big one has struck finally. We knew it was a matter of time before somebody was going to make a mistake, and the big one finally struck. With 6 laps to go, they'll take it, and I'm not sure how they'll go with this race, but wow. Oh, Mitchell Anderson just got turned under caution. Oh, man. More drama just after they took the yellow. Wow. Oh, he just got turned. My goodness. Now they're letting it all out for right now. Oh, they're angry at each other. Wow, they're piling up against each other. Wow. Why are they piling up against each other? I don't know if they're just like frustrated they got into that wreck or what, but they just piled up against one another. Oh my goodness. Well, before we try to sort this all out, we're gonna show you the big one that happened and brought out the caution. All right, let's show you the big one here. Nathan Ormond got caught up with Ryan Durante and the one of Rich Roy. And there's the big spin. There's the big, huge spin that brought out the caution. And the 11 was also among those in the wreck. And it looked like that only a few others actually were involved in that caution. The 20 car might have gotten a piece of it, and the 78 was stuck right in the way of the 45. Yeah, so well, it was not really a big one of sorts, but it was the biggest wreck we've seen today. So, and the 9 car is out of the race. Big damage on that number 9. He's going to be out of this race. So let's get back to the restart. We're going to see how many laps there will be left here at Talladega. Alrighty guys, here we go. We're going to have 2 laps to go here at Talladega Superspeedway. This is not an overtime finish, but it's kind of close to it. We're still within the scheduled distance, but there will be 2 laps to go at the restart. And the caution comes out before the white flag waves. We will have overtime here at Talladega. I'm sure the fans would like to see overtime here at this track, but we'll see if they can make it through cleanly in these final 2 laps. And who will be the one to be out in front here today? LG Latara, I should say, is the leader. And Skylar Taylor will be on the front row alongside him. The outside has been the better line so far on restarts for most of the time. So Skylar might have a chance here to try to get by the 21. Here we go. Double foul, they're getting set up for the final restart. Maybe the final restart. With 2 laps to go. It'll be a final 2-lap dash to the finish. It'll be one for the ages possibly here at Talladega. This should be fun. Here we go. On to the green flag. About to be coming out for 2 laps to go between LG Lataro and Stewie Moore. Both are trying to win and make themselves known here this season among winners. But they might have to rely on points even after winning here today, as we get back to green flag racing. And here we go with 2 more laps around Talladega. Both are dead even on the start. Dead even, both of them. Latara a little bit of the advantage since he's on the bottom, but will Marvila make a move? Will JP have to get by his brother to win again? He already won Daytona. He's looking to win at Talladega. And here comes Casey Hoyt looking at another win here at this very racetrack. He's won here, I believe, twice. He's looking to win for a 3rd time, which would be unprecedented. As we come to the white flag, here comes Marvila to try to pass the 21. Here comes the 41. Gonna make it 3 wide to the finish as the white flag's gonna wave. Here comes Barretto. He looks low. And Hoyt makes the pass. On the final lap, they'll stay green. 78 down to the pits. But this is the battle we're focusing on, the final lap. Will it be another Talladega win for Casey Hoyt? Will Barretto make a move? Here comes Francis, and here comes Barretto. 3 wide. 41 tries to block. He can't quite block the 7. Into the final turn. Here comes the 7. And he's going to do it again. Colin Francis is going to go back to back. Francis is going to win at Talladega. Makes it back-to-back wins this season. Alrighty guys, before we get to the finishing results, this was the game-winning move here for the 7-team Colin Francis. Scoots down low, gets the drive from the 43, gets by Casey Hoyt to take the win. An amazing run that for the 7. He was able to make the right move at the right time, and Colin Francis is the first driver to win twice in season 47. There's the finish right there. The 7 car able to hold off the pack for the race win. As Colin Francis makes it 2 wins now in his season. That puts him as a sure lock now, the first driver to lock their spot into the playoffs. So Colin Francis, the former champion, is the first driver to lock himself into the playoffs with 2 wins in season 47. And the 9th race of the season is now in the books. Let's take a look at the final results. As Colin Francis able to get a last lap pass to score his 2nd win of the season, the first driver to win twice in season 47. And it came from a former champion, nevertheless, going for another title, and now he's going to be sure lock now to be in the playoffs no matter what happens, with 2 wins under his belt in the regular season. Let's take a look at the final results. The rest of the drivers that finished on your screen. You can pause the video to find your driver's name. But it was a good race here at Talladega, a pretty exciting one, and we're going to be back again in the playoffs later this season at this track. But next weekend we'll be at the Monster Mile Dover Motor Speedway. You don't want to miss it, as we will see you guys next time.